Job search in Canada for PR holders. Let's begin. Story of every newcomer to Canada. When anybody comes to Canada, they have lots of strengths that they build their hopes on for seeking a job. Most of the people are very well educated and are having master's degree in their respective fields. They have years of experience, anywhere ranging from 2 to 10 years, with good companies having good career profiles. And they have very successful personalities. They feel that they have done good in their home countries and thus they'll be able to do good in Canada as well. However, as soon as you come to Canada, you're also met with some challenges. No Canadian education. Some companies or employers would ask for Canadian education. Another big roadblock is no Canadian experience. Most of the companies and employers would turn you down saying that you do not have any relevant Canadian experience. Third is having no knowledge of laws or culture. And the fourth challenge is having no network. Yes, if you are new, you're not having any network in Canada. Very soon, the strengths of a newcomer are overtaken by the challenges they have to face. Now, let's see how we can overcome these challenges and turn it into our strengths so that we are at par with the other job seekers in the market. First, let us look at how we can overcome the no Canadian education problem. There are three ways to gain Canadian education. First, college or university. Second, professional course. Or third, the bridging program. Let's see what each of this means. Gaining Canadian education through college or university. This is time consuming. It may take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. It's expensive as you have to pay the fees upfront. It's a long term commitment. And another major drawback is that your class schedule may interfere with your work schedule or with your interviews. So, this is not very highly recommended. Do it only if it's absolutely necessary, or you may want to skip this method of gaining the education part. Now we move on to the second option for gaining Canadian education, and that is through doing a professional course. Yes, this can be done even before coming to Canada. All you have to do is check the job posting for the desired job that you're looking for on the job sites, understand what are the requirements for the job, the professional courses required, the skills required. Accordingly, do the research, select the professional course. There are many online study materials available. There are many webinars, many videos, and the exams can also be given online from your home country. So you can prepare and appear for the exam from your home country. This is a highly recommended method as you can give the exams from home country, be ready upon the arrival, save time. You can, if you don't give the exam from home country, you can still be in Canada, work and study together because the professional courses are usually very flexible, very limited number of hours of classes, and it could be finished within couple of months. The third option to gain Canadian education is through the bridging program. These programs are offered by the government at minimal costs and the fees is often refunded if you meet the criteria. These programs are in person or online and last about 6 to 8 weeks. These programs can only be done once you arrive in Canada as you need to present your PR card to be able to participate in the program. There are many bridging programs. You can choose the program according to your profession. Like HR have HR bridging program, finance professionals have finance bridging program, and so on and so forth. So the first thing you do after arrival to Canada is enroll yourself with the Employment Services Agency. Yes, there are a lot of these agencies available throughout the country and they're absolutely free of cost. Once you join the agency and then you're eligible to join the bridging program. You register for the program, participate, complete the assignments, and you get the certificate. This program also provides you a method to network and hence it is highly recommended. So by choosing either one of the options, we can change the no Canadian education to yes, we have the Canadian education. Most of the people go for professional course and bridging program together. Now let's move on to challenge number 2, no Canadian experience. We can overcome the no Canadian experience hurdle and set our foot in the Canadian job market with either one, part-time jobs, two, volunteering, or three, contract jobs. But the first and the foremost thing you have to do is to prepare your Canadian resume. Yes, as I said before, and I'll say again, the first thing you do is join an employment services agency. The agency will help you for free with your resumes and job search. Also, you can attend free seminars, workshops, videos provided through these agencies or otherwise in Canada. Part-time jobs. There are many part-time customer-facing jobs available in the country and they are fairly easy to join. These jobs will help you pay your bills and importantly, they act as a foot in the door and opens up more opportunities and networking for you as you become the part of the Canadian job market. So when you come to Canada and if you're interested in joining the part-time jobs, you'll have to play down your resume according to the job. That is, you have to take away some of the big projects or the big keywords from your resume and make your resume with the transferable skills which would be necessary for these entry level part-time jobs. I would recommend that apply for jobs within big companies as there is more possibility for internal movement and you get to know more people from the company to be able to move around. I would also recommend strongly that do not work full time or do not work with demanding jobs because remember your main focus has to be on your actual job search and to get actually what you want and desire. This part-time job is one of the highly recommended ways to set your foot in the door with the Canadian job market. The second option is volunteering. Yes, there are many volunteering opportunities available throughout the country, and all you have to do is a simple search online. You can join any organization or group that you like, keep your commitment, and this also provides you with an opportunity to network. However, my tips while you're choosing the volunteering opportunity is choose something that is relevant to your profession. Try to find something that's closer to your house so there's less travel time and less commute. Also see if they're offering you convenient hours so that it doesn't interfere with your other part-time job or interview calls. Third option is contract or temporary jobs. This is something more specific to Canada. There are many temporary employment agencies available throughout the country, to name a few like Randstad, Robert Half, Adico, and others. So what you have to do is you have to go on these temporary employment agencies' website, register yourself, and put your resumes out there. You stay connected with these agency recruiters and you apply for the jobs that are posted on these agency websites. These are mostly contractual or temporary jobs. Then you go for interviews and you are placed with the different corporate commercial company. This helps you to gain experience. It provides you opportunities for network. And another plus point is that once you join these jobs, there are possibilities for these jobs turning into full-time or permanent roles. My tip to you is try to seek opportunities with longer contractual period. Hence, this way of gaining Canadian experience is highly recommended. So this way, either with the part-time jobs, volunteering, or contract jobs, you can change the no Canadian experience to a yes, we have Canadian experience. You can choose to do a combination of two or more as the time or lifestyle permits. Let's move on to our third challenge, that is no knowledge of laws and culture. This is a challenge that can only be overcome with a matter of time. However, there are some tips and tricks that you could follow to gain knowledge of the laws and culture faster. Some of them being follow local news. This way you'll be able to know what's happening in and around the country. Interact with your peers, that's the people you meet when you're gaining the Canadian education or experience, and learn from them as much as you can. Attend free workshops, seminars, webinars related to your profession so you know what are the actual job market laws or what happens at the job. Join local groups. You can also read academic articles to familiarize yourself with the laws. Use free resources such as local libraries, Eventbrite, professional memberships to be able to gain as much as you can about the country, the culture, the laws, so that you do not sound or look aloof. Okay, so moving on to the final challenge, that is no network. So if you're new to Canada, it's obvious that you may not have any set network. Network refers to connections or relationships within Canada who are willing to help you with your job search. Your network or connections are the people who are going to refer you for jobs, recommend you for jobs, inform you of any hidden job opportunities, and they are the people who are willing to take your resume directly to the hiring manager. This is a very effective method of job search, way more effective than the online job search where your application is just lost among thousands of other applicants. So, there are three ways to build your network in Canada. First, through LinkedIn, second, day to day life, or third, through family or friends. The first and most important way of building a network is through LinkedIn profile. So have a good LinkedIn profile and then search and connect with the relevant professionals. Then try to conduct informational interviews with these professionals. The informational interviews basically mean that you schedule a time and date with the professional connection you have. And once you go for this interview, you ask your connection about their journey, the company, the team, the project. Ask for recommendations for yourself and try to learn about the job market from them. After you conduct the informational interview, it's important that you stay in touch with this professional connection through relevant communications on periodic basis. I would recommend that begin your informational interview with people at similar level and then move up to more managerial or senior level because you don't want to mess up in your very first interview. Second option is day-to-day life. These are the people that you meet on daily basis in your normal daily life. That is either when you're gaining the Canadian experience or when you're gaining the Canadian education and you try to build a satellite network. That is, you ask the people if they know someone else that they could connect you with, and so on and so forth, and you keep expanding your network from there. You apply the same thing once you're connected to that professional, either verbally or through emails or through phone numbers or through LinkedIn. You conduct informational interviews with them. You also have to stay in touch with every person you conduct an informational interview because that ways you do not lose a network or a connection that would help you with the job. Stay in touch with them on periodic intervals with relevant communication. The third and easiest way of networking is through family or friends. All you have to do is ask your family or friends to introduce you to their network either at work or in their personal lives. Use the same principle of satellite networking. You connect with their network and build your relationships from A to B, B to C, C to D, and you keep on expanding your network. This is a network of people who'll be able to help you with the job search. You do the same thing of informational interviews and staying in touch with them. This is organic expansion of network, and if you have family and friends, please use this opportunity. There are a few things to remember about networking if you haven't done this before. Networking means you have to build and maintain a connection, and it could be through any platform, be it LinkedIn, day to day life, or through family or friends. From your network, you try to learn about the job market and the jobs in Canada. Make good, impressive conversations. Listen to what your network has to say and try to develop yourself. Ask your network for recommendations in terms of job search. When you are closing your conversation with your network, you politely request them to remember you if they come across any job that is fit for you. But remember very carefully, do not get very casual with the network. Remember, it's your professional network. Do not outrightly ask them for jobs. Do not nag or pester them with constant emails or phone calls. Do not ghost them. Even if you think they might not be able to help you much, you still maintain touch with them politely. Do not make conversations like interviews or monologues. It's not an interview. You do not have to tell about yourself from A to Z. It's a learning procedure. And do not depend on your network. Meeting one person does not mean that he or she is guaranteeing you a job. You have to continue putting in efforts in all directions. Thing to remember is some people are your hot network and some people are classified as cold network. What does hot network mean? These are the people who really know you well. They have either worked with you or have spent a lot of time with you. This could either be your family, friends, or ex-colleagues. These are the people who are very willing to help you with your job search and they are ready to refer you if there is an opportunity. A cold network is people whom you have recently connected with or met with. These are the people that have not spent so much time with you. They're trying to know you better, they want to help you, they will guide you, but they will not be able to recommend you or refer you straight away at very early stages. Now you don't have to worry. All it takes is some time and effort to change your cold network into hot network. But remember, constant efforts. Therefore, by building your network through LinkedIn, day-to-day life, or family and friends, we can change the no network to yes, we have network in Canada. And with this, we have overcome most of the challenges that are faced by every newcomer in Canada. We have changed most of our no's or our weakness into our strengths, and we are at par with any other job seeker in the Canadian job market. One thing that you should consider is you have to continue to apply for jobs from the day you land in Canada or even before you land in Canada. And whilst you're preparing yourself to overcome all the other challenges that we discussed previously, you should continuously apply for jobs online or through job fairs, hiring events, through your networks, through professional membership sites. Remember, it's important to knock on every door. You may never know from where you get the job opportunity. Remember this, every person has a different journey and a different success stories. Two people could be following two different paths in terms to reach the desired job. For some, it may take 3 to 4 years. For some, it may be a matter of 6 months to a year. None of these paths make you any less competent, less qualified, less skilled. Have confidence in yourself, be positive, and continue putting in the efforts at all times. Notes to self. Don't be smitten by the Canadian dream. Know the realities, face the realities, and accept the realities. That does not mean that you have to be stressed or worried about anything. All it means is be prepared, work hard, take your own time, and write your own story.